Okay, we're here to talk about the wonderful Albanian feature film, Dancing with the Shadows. Would you like to just introduce yourself and your role in the film, please?
My name is Vjollca Dedei and I am the producer of the film.
Yeah, the next.
I am Pluton Vasi. I am... I don't remember.
Duties.
I am director.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Shuka. I play Miriam, the mother.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you for coming to Romford and making the journey. Really appreciate it. Have a round of applause, please, for these people, lovely people that have travelled.
We wouldn't miss the festival.
Wonderful.
So although it was hard because we almost came straight from Cannes to London, running, but we didn't want to miss we missed the first day, but at least we won't miss the other day, so.
And this is better than Cannes anyway, isn't it? Better, yeah. Better beer.
It's different.
Different.
There is noisy and you are running and fighting for other things on our new projects. While here you will just have to show your finished work, your hard work, and I hope everybody likes it.
It's a wonderful film. Very tough. We'll get on to the details about the film in a moment. Let's go back in time a little bit and talk about how you each became creative people, how you started making films. Let's start, yeah.
We are a couple.
Okay.
And we both have been working in television. We have been with the Albanian public radio television I have been for 20 years, Pluton for 40 years, producing and being in senior manager position, while I have been working with one of the largest, the biggest commercial channels in Albania called Top Channel, being there a senior manager, the controller, acquisitions, promotions, almost everything was going. But in one of my jobs in 40 years have been acquisitions, so I have been quite a lot in contacts with films. Film has been always my love. And after we got together, thanks to Pluton, I got really involved in producing films. Otherwise, I would have missed my passion for doing films.
And yourself, Pluton, how did you first become a filmmaker? What was the journey for you?
Thank you. I decided to speak speaking in Albania is better.
Your choice.
Unë pavarësisht që kam fatin që jam në këtë profesion.
Although I'm as lucky to be in this profession,
Veç të tjerave kam fatin që jetoj në Europë.
Besides this, I am lucky to live in Europe.
Dhe për profesionin tim, veç të tjera kam fatin që jo si në fatin në Europë që janë 2-3 komsi që janë me barë me kinema.
That's a tough one. Good luck.
And behind that, living in Europe, I'm lucky because there are 3 nations,
3 or
4 nations that are pregnant with cinema.
One of them, njëra prej tyre është fat, me fjalë veç Italisë, po njëra prej tyre është fat që është Anglia dhe sa herë që selektohet një film, një punë e ime në Angli, unë them siç duket ditë bëj diçka.
I'm lucky because one of these pregnant countries is UK, and behind Italy and and the others. And anytime one of my film is selected or nominated or has been a winner in a film festival in UK, I would say to myself, okay, it means I know how to do a good film.
I love that. Seal of approval.
Good.
Yeah, it's true. I
There we
can
are.
prove it.
Faleminderit.
Thank you.
Eri, how did you become an actress?
I studied in Albania. At that time it was called the University of Art, Academy of Art.
Academy.
Yeah, 3 years in Tirana, and during that time I was doing theater, documentaries, like reading poems in the national television at that time, and yeah, we just I'm trained for theater, so the school itself was. Then I came to London. I've been living here for 27 years. I have my family, and now I just do acting here.
And do you remember a time, maybe a particular film or an artist who inspired you when you were young to want to be a filmmaker? Was there anything specifically?
I mean, someone who inspired me to become a producer. I mean, to have this passion on cinema. I can't specify now. I haven't thought about this before.
No?
I told you, I mean, during the communist regime that I was working in Albanian radio television, sometimes I would go through, I will watch during my working hours at least 8-10 films and select them. And after we do the, let's say, a selection that this film is probable to be approved by the directors and so, we sometimes go even in editing things that we know that, let's say, our TV director won't like.
Okay.
So it can go through and it, as a good film, it can be broadcasted and the people would watch it. So perhaps that's how it started, because I have done this job for almost 20 years. Then later I was promoted on other things. So although even there, I would watch almost everything.
So, excuse my ignorance, my history is not very good, but when you were young, was it still the communist time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I started work at Albanian television in 1983.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the death of the leader is just after that, is that right?
Yeah,
Just after.
much more after. It
Okay.
was in 2010. we
Okay.
finished.
So
Oh,
while
no,
you were...
this one.
Yes.
This one was finished in 2023.
I mean the communist
No,
leader.
the communist
I mean,
leader, he died a couple of years after,
In
1985.
yeah. Okay.
I did
So when you were
yeah.
young, your viewing of films was very restricted.
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
Okay. How about Pluton? Are there artists or people that inspire you?
Të kyqet ti shkosh kësaj rruge.
Vetja.
Do shkrepe.
Myself.
Fair play.
No more.
Be your own point man. Fine.
Në periudhën tonë, edhe pse kishim një fat, sepse gjërat e ndaluara gjithmonë krijojnë më shumë interes.
On our time, I mean during communist regime, we were lucky on the fact that the prohibited things create much more interest. You are much more, when you say stop it, you won't have to watch it. It
Yes.
looks much more
People want to watch it
interesting.
more. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Për shembull, vetëm një shembull që antenat për të kapur dhe stacionet që nuk lejoheshin në televizion, antenat janë shpikur në Shqipëri si rrallë të ndodhur vend tjetër.
I just get one example because the antennas to receive the signals from Italy or Yugoslavia, because in Yugoslavia televisions broadcast quite a lot of, especially during the film fest there, and there were, the antennas that the people would produce and would do to receive the signals. I can't say that you can find such a selection and such a hard work doing them in any other country in Europe.
Unë do ndaloj vetëm tek një shembull. Në festivalin e Beogradit është vizionuar për herë të parë filmi Tango e fundit në Paris.
I'll just get one example. The last tango in Paris, was screened for the first time in the Belgrade Film Festival. And?
Dhe ishte privilegj, sigurisht, mblidheshim në shtëpia me shumë kujdes dhe kur kemi parë filmin, ishte një ndër ngjarjet dhe eventet më të jashtëzakonshme që kishte historia në Shqipëri.
In this case. Yeah, and very carefully, you'll have to be very careful. We were just gathered in houses, in places, with friends where they received the signal just to watch the film. And the next day, then this was a great event. Everybody was discussing about it. Everybody has found a way to watch it.
Shumë vonë, po mas 2-3 vjetësh e morën vesh që ai film nuk lejohet të shikohet në kinemat e Shtetit Bashkuar të Amerikës.
Later, many years later, we learned that that film was not allowed to be screened in USA.
Ne e kishim parë përpara amerikanëve.
We have watched it before the Americans.
People take for granted now, don't they, how easily you can watch anything.
Yeah.
But obviously in your time, completely different times.
Quite a different time.
Yeah.
I spoke only for the cinema, but if nëse unë ndaloj në letërsi, nuk mbaron biseda.
That's only about the cinema, but if we'll talk about the literature, then we'll talk for hours.
Okay. When you were younger, was there a film or an artist, filmmaker, an actress who inspired you?
Well, I am a communist system child, the teenage. So it was very restricted when I grew up. We did, we watched Charlie Chaplin all our lives.
Yeah,
And,
but he is the great.
But my biggest, to be honest, I didn't even want to be an actress. I wanted to be a singer, now that I can think of it. But someone that really inspired me is Roberto Benigni. He's Italian. Do you know the actor?
Yeah.
Life is Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's genius. He's absolutely genius. His talent is so natural, and I'm really inspired by. I know lots of people maybe don't agree from the Italian cinema, and obviously British one, because I've lived here much longer than I lived in Albania.
Okay.
But that would be my inspiration. He's been pretty amazing, I think.
So let's talk about this film. How did the story start? How did you begin producing it, and what was it about the story that appealed to you?
In fact, it was appealing Pluton. Yeah, this is in fact based in a true story.
Yes.
And it has happened, we live in Tirana, but Pluton was born, and until 18 years old he lived in Durrës. And this story has happened in Durrës. And Pluton knew even the people, the real people who has gone through this story. And he has always thought about this. Then years ago, before we were thinking about this, the scriptwriter who writes also drama, Bashkim Hoxha, he's a very good scriptwriter and dramaturg. He has wrote the play and put on stage.
Okay.
And he has watched it, and he has always, think about it. So he went to Bashkim and he said, how about turning it to a script for a feature film? So that's how the whole thing started, his collaboration with Bashkim. Then I always have to approve.
I have to do
Running for the money.
Yeah, it's
Is that
okay.
me?
Yeah,
What I liked about it was the blending between the personal story and the national story.
Yeah.
Was that something you discussed, or something that you thought, how do we kind of blend those two things when we make the film?
I think that they can't be separated because all the personal story is raised up and is built up on the national story.
Yeah.
It can't be, oh, this let's put there,
Yeah.
this story let's get it there.
Yes.
No, it can't be understood without all the background and all the national story.
Yes.
Unë mendoj që qofse do më jepë mundësia ta rigjiroja prap filmin,
I think if I will have the possibility to reshoot, to remake the film,
do të propozoja të më bëj një intervistë nga e para, pastaj do ta rigjiroja. Ty.
I will propose you to make an interview with me before, and then I will remake it again.
Okay.
Marrëdhëniet midis njerëzve janë konstante dhe nuk kanë ndryshuar. Një nga arsyet që është xhiruar filmi është sepse shpiki sisteme si e si për të zgjatur jetën.
The systems are constant and they haven't changed, but they try to find other systems.
So,
Different system.
in a way, it's almost like a vicious circle, or like recycling. Like every process, every kind of relationship in life, it has to start and go to the peak, and then it starts again
Yes.
in different ways, but because it will take time for someone to kind of break that circle, right? Am I right? What Tony means is like, it does exist even today. It's
Yeah.
just the strategy is different.
Yes.
So it carries on until that chain will break, or yeah.
Every generation makes the same mistake, maybe? Is that?
No, because we are still alive. We are still,
Yeah,
my
true.
age are fruit of communist system.
Yes.
So if we get into the power to control, let's say we're talking about our industry, that means we are aware, we have the knowledge of that way, that system, right? That's what Tony is saying. So you kind of cannot, so it will take a few years, a few generations, right?
Yeah.
Before.
I have worked, in fact, as a local stringer with breakfast news at BBC. And I remember the journalist telling to me, referring to what Ari was saying, he said to me in '92, when things were changing, that in 50 years, the economy will change and things will get better and better and it won't be the same. But to change the mentality, you need at least 50 years. Hopefully we'll catch up with it.
Yeah.
So, Ari, what was it about? How did you become involved? How did you get the script what was it that appealed to you about the film?
I met Tony and Vjollca in a film festival. They came with another film, and we met after the screening. We did hang out for a couple of days, few days,
Yeah. Before
and it was a love in the first sight. So they became my friends. There was no intention of doing anything. We were just enjoying, loving each other, and Tony and Vjollca said, "Okay, Eri, we have this script. We'll send it over. Just have a look." A long time after we met, I read the script. I loved it. I loved the character that I played. When I read her story, I was, plus I knew it was a true story. And then I had a few connections that they told me exactly what happened, although Tony already explained everything. I fell in love with the character. I was so happy, so excited. It's something to do in your mother's language, and in Albania is another kind of happiness, and plus with your friends, like we are friends for life. It doesn't matter if we work or we don't work again. And it's another, it's I don't know, I'll always have that kind of sensitivity about Albania, the industry, but it's always the biggest plus, and when I will always say yes, it's when my friends are involved. And the script was fantastic. I loved it. So I thought, yeah, I'd love to be part of this, it's great.
Yeah.
And it's been a wonderful journey. Like, I did spend a lot of time in Albania, and my dad, that's the last time I spent time with my dad, because he passed away soon after we finished the film. So what a great memory, you know, it's very close to my heart. I'm
Yeah.
very happy,
Yeah.
very happy.
And for Eri, it's absolutely, she won his role from intelligent and her talent, her intelligence and her talent.
Oh, Tony, don't make me shy. I'm
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful. I love it. Thank you.
So, Eri, how do you prepare for a role like that? How do you step into someone's shoes from the past? How do you get into that role?
I think that's a very difficult question. And every time you see or you watch the movie, or like, you just think like, oh no, she's not like that, or she should have done this. Oh no, the reaction, like, it's always a process. But Tony had really good strategy to get out the best of me for that character. It was really amazing. I've worked with so many directors here in London over the past 10 years, but he's special. He has like a different way of helping you, supporting you to find the way and and it wasn't that difficult, but it was very dangerous. Like, I don't know, it was just me physically, because mentally and everything else you had to, and we did a lot of work together over the phone, emails, always on the phone. Then I went way before we started filming in Albania with my husband, and I spent a lot of time with Tony and Vjollca, but especially with Tony, even for small scenes. And I knew the story, and I just fell in love with her. Sometimes I had my insecurities. I was like, oh, I wish I was a little bit younger. I wish I was a little bit more like, loose. But as I said, still, I come from that system where these two guys come from. Like, oh, this is... So it wasn't easy. It was difficult, but enjoyable. Does that make sense? Like, I really enjoyed. My problem was later. Calling them, crying on the phone. Right? Like, I'll be on the phone with them, because it was so hard to just leave her and me starting this luxurious life out called, because you have electricity and you have water and bus and train and friends and dogs. So it was like, what just happened? But it was a long process. It was over a year and a half. So we had a lot of time to, and I was asking a lot. Lots of people had information, and but it was beautiful. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you. So I should say this. We've nominated this film for at least 3 prizes that I could find out: Best Feature Film, Best Director, and Best Foreign Language Film. I think there might be 1 or 2 that I've missed off as well.
Yeah, I'm so happy because as there are 3, I hope we'll get 1. I am happy to get the 3 of them.
I think we get 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you'd want all 3. I knew it.
Now you know the more.
So obviously this is the best film festival you've ever been to, but where else have you been? Around the world, around Europe with this film? What was the reaction to the film like?
We have been in many festivals in Austria, in Germany. In Germany, Tony won Best Director as well. It's ARFF, which is a festival which makes selections from Barcelona, Paris, Amsterdam and Berlin. But they get all, so it's quite a hard competition. And I can't remember all of them. There is a film festival here where Eri has got an award, Tony has got an award, the film has got the award.
Florence as well. In Florence Film Festival.
And the other character, Flora, has won. I mean, it's wow. There is the Florence Film Festival where the film was a winner. There is another festival in Spain called Planet Film Festival where Tony was getting Best Director. The New York Film Festival where Tony was getting again Best Director. In Kosovo, the film. They have quite a good film festival. It was the film won the big prize. I need the paper because there's so many. And it's, let's say, they have started since we were almost on the edge of getting to BAFTA, but we couldn't. Yeah, we passed almost all the 4, and on the last stage we couldn't pass it.
That's their problem. That's their problem.
Yeah.
No, for the BAFTA, we in Albanian, I'm not sure. I have a dream. Do you remember?
Yeah.
That's Westlife.
Anytime he will tell me. Anytime he will tell me, I do not want to go to Oscars. I do not want to go to Cannes, either to Berlin. I just want to go to BAFTA.
That's true.
Oh, I was going to say Romford then. Did anyone have a question in the audience? Pop your hand up. Anyone? Anyone? Don't be shy. Yeah? Do you want to hear the question? Yeah? Kevin? This gentleman here. You're just staring at me.
At the end is a scene where the kind of the statue is hanged, and then the Zigur is going into the sea. Was that the message? Is that the spy, the Zigur character, hung the spy and then went and killed himself in the sea, or what was the message of that?
What was the symbolism of the ending with the spy and then the other character going into the sea?
The big problem in this film, but in our life, it's a lie.
To lie in cut.
Yes. Pra problemi kryesor në komunikimin sot tek komunitetet dhe gjithandaj është gënjeshtra.
The big problem sot in communication is the lie.
Një ndër simbolikat që e pëlqej edhe vetë, sa herë shoh është që ai si kur vari veten,
One of the symbols that I really like in it is just this thing that he was supposing of hanging himself
si detyrë,
as an obligation,
si profesion,
as a profession,
kurse si njeri shkoi të mbytet.
while as a human being he went to get drunk.
Dhe atë çka përjetoi në fund e bia është që të tëra shtëpitë janë braktisura. Fal profesioneve, si ushtrohen profesionet në kohën sot.
And what his daughter was living through is that all the houses are abandoned. Is the fact that all the houses are abandoned.
Faleminderit për pyetje. Thank you for your question.
Anyone else? Of course you can. 2 seconds.
I'm just wondering when you film was in Germany. I don't know whereabouts the film festival was in Germany, but it must have struck a chord with a lot of people who lived in East Germany.
You're talking about the German film.
Yeah, indeed.
There's nothing the same between. It's not the
I think the question was more that for people that lived in East Germany back in that period, how was the film received when you went to Germany with the film?
It was very
Is that your
well.
question? Yeah.
It was really very well received.
Did it strike a chord?
No, I don't think so. No.
It's not a...
Nuk e ka, se mendova se I kishte me jeta e tjetër. Po si u prit në Gjermani ky film ku shkoi?
Sepse nga që është njësoj.
Were there people
Nuk
that...
janë
Jo,
njësoj.
nuk janë njësoj.
Si janë njësoj, po njerëzit.
Po kjo është histori e vërtet.
Në festivalin e Beogradit, e Berlinit u prit fakti që mori.
Atë I thashë, nuk është shumë s'patjesi. Okay.
Anyone else? Anyone? I do have another question. So the film is set across 2 different time periods. Did that bring up any challenges to manage those 2 separate time periods? Was there anything you had to consider?
There were challenges. There were like physical ones, and I think
the main challenges goes for, because when you film them, I mean it's okay. It has its difficulties because there are 2 different periods, and but you shoot this block and then you shoot the other block, so it's not as doing. I think the most difficult part is mainly on getting together what you have been shooting, lining it up, which was, I mean, I'm gonna tell the truth. When I usually don't watch anything before they do a kind of rough cut. And when I saw the rough cut, it was really, I said, is this the same film? Because it was, you get that feeling when you shoot it, and you get that feeling from the script, but the way he has been editing and the way how he has got it all together was really, I mean, it really impressed me. He always does this to me.
That's good.
And the thing is, usually at the end I do all myself, the translation, and it was horrible. Because I was going through the last version of the English translation, and I will have to go from the first page to the last page, then to the 5th page, then to the 25th page, and I said, no, it was, it was because it was the way he works. Sometimes the people would say, this, you can't edit this. Wait and see, he would say. Mira tash.
Harullë edhe location dhe
Nice. Që nuk është një vështirësi e madhe në atë sens, sepse
Jemi në
Okay, so final question. What is your next film or project, each one of you?
Oh, we have a huge project. It's called White Rat. The script is written by Pluton. He has been working on this script for 13 years. It's a period drama film which starts from 1930 and ends up in early 90s. It brings the relations of people with the government, with the systems, and this all came through 3 childhood friends, plus ex-dictator Enver Hoxha, who was friend with them, all this period, and it brings their personal story by bringing all these relations with systems, with administrations, how the impacts they have with their lives, how their life change on different systems, because there are 4 systems. It's before the Second World War, it's the Second World War, it's the communist regime, and the tumbling down of the system.
Okay.
It's a huge work. We hope, we are sure, in fact, it will be a great film.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true. We love it. We have been working on it for so many years, because one of the youngsters' character is inspired by one of the Albanian intellectuals
and screenwriter.
and scriptwriter and writer.
Yeah.
Her name is Musine Kokalari, and she was from a rich family. She studied in Italy. She won the PEN International in 1960, but she founded the first Social Democratic Party in Europe, and because she was against the Communist Party, her 2 brothers were killed. She was imprisoned and sent in exile, and she died in exile by cancer. And she was a great character. She is one of these women that really reflects integrity, intelligence, educated. Almost one of those women that you say.
It's not interview, it's film.
Yeah, I like to talk about it. It's really a great character, and then the other one is, the country, they're good friends, and then we have even a Hebrew, because we were told if you have a Hebrew in the film can get funded. So.
Okay.
Do you have anything to add, Pluton?
Sorry?
Anything to add
Can
about the
you
film?
use one?
The new film?
We decided for the music.
Okay.
In Albanian, we have a song. We have a big.
The moment that we won the grant in Albanian Cinema Center, because we were trying and doing this big, but the budget is big to Albanian levels, and we won, and on that moment we realized that we were what we have done to ourselves, because the film has, only the 4 main characters, they are young, mid-age, and then old. It's a huge job. And we started singing with one another.
Ne
kemi
një lumë për para, valla do vish dot, valla do shkojsh dot, peshk me hala unë do bëre, më lumin ta kaloj, dhe tek ty do vi, dhe me ty do shkoj.
So
Can
we
you
have
translate the song, please? Can you translate the song? No, you have to.
yes. So
I've got nothing else to add.
No, you
No, the text.
having nightmares tonight.
we have a river to cross.
Yeah, Blue Bar. We have a river ahead of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to cross and.
Valla do
Is
shkoj,
it,
do valla
is
do
it
vet.
possible for you to come? Like, can you?
Will we come too, or will we and be back with you? Do me thënë,
Yes,
po vim
yes,
këtu dhe
yes,
do
yeah,
kthejmë.
yeah.
Valla do vim
Vi
dot,
dot, valla do
valla do
shkoj
shkojmë dot.
Peshk me halam do bë.
Uh,
I will make
I will become a fish or a fish spin. Yes,
Both,
I
so-
will become a fish spin to cross the river and get you
And then come back. It's just the song, not
So-
the film. So
Just
It's the
It's
song.
okay.
So we will be like this spin fish to cross the river and produce the film and come back here.
yeah, and the song going on, and we have a big mountain,
Okay.
and make birds and etc. etc. To make a film.
did you get it?
No.
It's a folk song. Yeah, folk song. Yeah. It's a metaphor for the film. Really.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else to add. That was beautiful. That's the first. I've never heard anyone sing Albanian folk song tonight, so I have nothing else to add.
Okay. If you want us to sing again.
Yeah, one more. Is there another verse?
No.
One more time. Is there one more time? Everyone can join in. If you know the words. You'll get the words up there. One more time.
Come on, Vjollca, you can do it.
Yeah, let us go.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Okay, bëjmë strofën tjetër.
Okay.
Ne kemi një mal përpara, valla do vishë dot,
Valla do shkojmë dot.
Sot me krahë
Unë do bëne malin ta kaloj, dhe tek ju do vi, dhe me ju do shkoj.
That's all.
That's all.
Fantastic. Vjollca, whoever pronounced that.
Wow,
Yeah?
thank you for
Pluton.
pronouncing.
No, Chorri.
Charlie.
Chorri in Albanian it's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't say.
And Eri, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a
Thank you
beautiful
so much.
singing. Thank you for your beautiful film. And thank you for coming all the way to Romford, and we hope you've had a nice
We
time.
wouldn't miss it.
Thank you very much. Can I have a round of applause, please?
Thank you so much.